Welcome to Supers Live. We're glad you could join us here tonight. We are glad that you came back after we have taken a week off for the turkey holiday. Hope you didn't eat too much. This is a Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series, the original Super Modified Sim Racing Sanction. And tonight we've got a dandy for you. Twin 25s. It's the wing side up Twin 25s at Bristol Motor Speedway. The 14th year that we've been doing this race on the big banks. They're big, they're bad, they're bodacious, and they are back for the 14th time here at Bristol. The Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series was started in 2004, and since the very beginning, this race has been a part of them. wingsideup.wordpress.com, home of the Super Modifieds online. Not so much anymore, but not quite as active. But you want Super Modified interviews and tech articles. In fact, if you're a sim racer, you can go there and learn a lot about general racing tech as well as Super Modified tech. Throughout the night, we'll be talking a little bit more about that. We are racing with a bit of a heavy heart tonight, but before we get into the reasons why, let's talk to last week's winner. Well, 2 weeks ago's winner, the last race's winner, Kyle the Cobra Clark. He picked up his first turkey shoot, and with that, he won the turkey that goes along with it from Burger's Smokehouse. Kyle, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
Hey, I'll tell you what, did you enjoy your turkey? Have you ate it yet from Burger's Smokehouse?
I haven't ate it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Kyle, that was quite a race that you were able to run there at Memphis. You trumped the field to take the turkey shoot and the Burger Smokehouse turkey. You certainly left no doubt that you were racing for that special prize. But let's bring the fans up to speed a little bit. We go from that big 3/4 mile track to this high-banked half-mile concrete stadium. It's going to be a wild one tonight. What are your anticipations? You look pretty fast in practice and in time trials.
I was expecting to be a little faster in time trials. There's a lot of fast guys out there, so it's going to be a real interesting night. It's going to be very hectic, and I hope to stay out of trouble.
Now, the difference between the wing and the non-wing cars tonight, how much are you going to have to change your driving style between the two, and which are you most comfortable in?
I think right now with the setup I'm more comfortable in the non-wing. I don't know why. Just for some reason, even with less downforce, I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. Full fuel load in my wing setup, not too comfortable with. So I'm planning on riding around first few laps, see how things shake out.
Well, Kyle, we want to wish you the best of luck here tonight at the Wingside Up Twin 25s here at Bristol Motor Speedway. If you can survive 25 quick laps here, you've really done something. So go out there and get them in that Coors Light Silver Bullet.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that's Kyle Clark, ladies and gentlemen, out of Mexico, New York, your most recent winner on the Supers Tour. We are up to race number 10 of 42 for our 14th season of the Goldcrest Wing Super Modified Division. And we, throughout those races, and anytime you tune into a broadcast here on Supers Live, you get to learn a little bit about the ultimate short track race car. It's the only thing that we race here. The mighty Super Modifieds, the rare and exotic ground-pounding Super Modified race car, produces some of the closest heart-stopping racing action around, and truthfully, it does lay claim to the title of the ultimate short-track race car. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like it. And you're going to see them here tonight. You're going to see two versions. You're going to see one with the wing on top and one without the wing. But this radically offset race car is like nothing else you'll ever see. And it's not unusual, actually, to be racing them here at Bristol, as there were speed trials with the Super Modifieds versus the sprint cars back a few years ago. and it was very close between the two as to which was the fastest short track car in the world. So as we go through the evening tonight, you'll hear us talk about offset, and you'll hear us talk about lightweight and speed, and these guys are going to be really getting around tonight. Fast time tonight in the Wing Supermodifieds. Rocket Rob Warren with an 11.629, just a couple of ticks off the track record held by Steve Callahan of 11.464. So we are really getting around, and believe it or not, we expect the non-Wing Supermodifieds to be faster. Normally that's not the case, because the Wing helps plant the car in the ground and get it around the corners. But here at Bristol, at least in the time trials and in practice earlier this evening, the Wing cars were just a tick or two faster, so watch for that. 25-lap features tonight. The Supercharger is in effect. The driver that advances the most positions from his starting spot gets 10 bonus points. The Super's Challenge is also in effect tonight, with the drive which would go to the driver that starts last and wins. That's 20 bonus points. So a lot of points on the line, and frankly, that's going to interest some guys. Some won't be so interested. But I'll tell you what, there was a bit of a shakeup after the last race, and the points, not too early to start talking about who the hot dogs are. And again, it's Rob Warren and Keith Powell and Steve Callahan, Kyle Clark also in the top five. So a bit of a switch up there. Nelson Rodriguez moving up a spot or two. So watch tonight. Also, welcome back to Dave Burgandy out of Syracuse, New York, driver of the number 52 Burgandy Carpet and Tile Machine. Well, as we said at the start of the broadcast, we are all racing with heavy hearts tonight as the Supermodified community mourns the passing of three giants within the last couple of weeks. Fred Graves, an innovator extraordinaire, passed away. Fred was renowned for bringing the Bill Height four-wheel drive rear-engine car to Oswego Speedway and the Supermodified community at large. And while Fred himself did not win a lot of races or even a championship at Oswego, he's very well known for his innovation and his thoughts on design and chassis design. So much thought of, in fact, that he went on to a very successful career in NASCAR, where some of his other family continues to work. Fred Grace was 71 years old when he passed away. So our thoughts and prayers are certainly with his family. And then yesterday we received the news tonight that yesterday another giant of the Supermodified community, some of you may not be familiar with, H.J. or Harold Evans out of Littleton, Colorado, passed away. Harold was one of the just amazing people that helped start the Supermodified division out west in the Colorado area. Harold was an integral part of the foundation of the Inglewood Racing Association, or ERA, which you'll see our cars carry those logos as we represent all Supermodified sanctions coast to coast. And Harold was one of the guys that was integral in the founding and the support of that. And even after the Inglewood Speedway closed up, the ERA continued to run at Colorado National Speedway and I-25 Speedway. Harold had so many wins that nobody really knew how many victories he did have, and as well as championships, even up into his 70s. He was still winning, and was really the glue that has held the ERA together out there. Also part of the camera group. You can't say enough for those of you that don't know, but the camera group sent more drivers from the Supermodified ranks to the Indianapolis 500-mile race than any other sanction around, including Oswego Speedway, Star Speedway, ISMA, anything out of the Midwest. So Harold was part of that. So our thoughts are with Shar and the family, and we sure do hope that that they make it through this troubling time. A real big hit for all of Supermodified racing. And then personally, from the standpoint of the Wing Sight Up brand and Supers, as well as myself, Bob Gangler, my good friend and a good man, Jim Belfiore, passed away this evening in Las Vegas. Had been in hospice for a week, and Jim will be greatly missed by the Supers family as he helped Supers with chassis designs and input. You'll see his name if you race with us in our credits. And Jim of Belfab fame helped start the 350 Supermod. Well, didn't help. Did start the 350 Supermodified division at Star and Lee Speedways. If it wasn't for Jim, there wouldn't be one. In fact, Jim, so important to Supermodified racing that Billy Vukovic III, his first ride was in a Belfab Supermodified. Jim raced from coast to coast with his cars, and while he didn't have a lot of wins either, it was because he was too busy innovating and building up the division. Many times Jim was late to the races with his own vehicle because he was too busy helping other people put theirs together for free. We just want to remember Jim and the Belfiore family, Justin, Jamie, Marisa, and the grandkids, and especially Mick, his wife. And we hope that they know that we're all thinking about them as we race at Bristol tonight. Well, fans, we are going to do what Jim Belfiore always did, no matter what his health was, and so did H.J. Evans and Freddie Graves, and that's go racing with the Supermodifieds here at Bristol Motor Speedway.